What is going on, guys? FlyBy Simulations here, and welcome back to yet another video on the channel. And today we've got some major updates from all corners of the Microsoft Flight Simulator world for you guys, from delays on Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 pre-orders to exciting previews and releases from PMDG, as well as the Fenix simulations team. There's a lot happening right now in the community, so buckle up, sit tight, and let's dive into each and every single one of these stories one by one right after this quick sponsored segment.
Awesome is a free-to-download application software from macOS, Windows, and Android that allows you to remotely control your PC using your phone. As can be seen here, I can monitor my flight, control the cameras, and even move things around as needed without having to be anywhere near my monitor. As a content creator, I get great peace of mind when I can monitor the status of my video being rendered on my editing software, and having the ability to upload videos to YouTube without physically being at my desk or computer is an absolute godsend. The app does allow keyboard customization as well as mouse support, and can also support games up to 144 FPS. So log on to the link in the description section of the video to see all of their expanded payment plans, including a pluggable device that can wake up your PC remotely. Once again, that's Awesome Remote, and you can find out more by clicking on the link in the description section of the video.
Starting things off then with Aerosoft, they've just announced a delay on pre-orders for the Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 Collector's Edition. Now, if you're based in the EU or the European Union and ordered through Aerosoft's EU store, you're in for a bit of a wait. While US-based orders are unaffected by this, those of you in the EU will need to hold off until at least the first week of December to get your hands on Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024, as Aerosoft deals with what they're calling unexpected shipping delays to their warehouse in Germany. What's weird here, as far as I know from the time of making this video, is that they're not even offering up the activation key for the simulator itself early, at least to allow customers to get the collector's edition physical items after, but at least be able to access the actual sim on launch day. No, even the actual activation keys will have to wait until early December apparently, which honestly sucks in my opinion. Now, it's not just the delay itself that's bringing up some frustration among the community. For many, the real issue has been the way Aerosoft actually handled this communication. Rather than sending an official notification right away as soon as they knew about this warehouse shipping delay situation, users found out about the delay on Reddit and Discord when screenshots started circulating of Aerosoft's site showing a modified delivery date sneakily in the background. Only after some pushback on their own Discord server did Aerosoft send out an official email to notify customers about the delay. This delay and last-minute notice have left many feeling that Aerosoft could have been a lot more transparent, myself included. And the reaction, of course, knowing our beloved community, has been pretty strong. One user commented, "It's ridiculous that we're paying extra for a limited edition copy of Microsoft Flight Simulator only to have it delayed and no digital keys being given out in advance. Why not just offer an online redemption?" And I am 100% on board with this. Others have even said Aerosoft strikes again, of course, alluding to some of the criticism that the Aerosoft team has received with the recent A330 for Microsoft Flight Simulator, which many felt was rushed and under-delivered. This is definitely a tricky situation for Aerosoft, especially as they try to navigate quality with customer expectations, and they don't seem to be doing quite a good job with either of them at the moment, unfortunately. Next up then, we've got some exciting updates from PMDG, courtesy of Robert Randazzo's latest announcement. PMDG fans, you'll want to tune in for this one, as it covers the upcoming 777 freighter variant, a first look at the 747 Classic, as well as a small little update for the 737. Now, this news is a tad bit old compared to some of the other news in this video because I couldn't cover it when it originally came out. I had a bit of a sore throat, so apologies for that, but let's dive right in with the 777 freighter variant. Initially set to release by the end of October, the 777 freighter variant is now facing a slight delay. Randazzo mentioned that while PMDG has some understanding of the overall release process, there are still a few variables that they need to clarify, particularly in relation to the 2020 and the 2024 versions of Microsoft Flight Simulator compatibility. Rather than rushing it, they're taking a bit of extra time to enhance some gameplay and sim play features, for those of you that care about the verbiage there, to make sure that the 777 freighter is as polished as possible. Now, of course, all of this is just PR speak to say that they're trying to make sure that there are no bugs on release. They haven't provided a new release date for the 777 freighter variant just yet, but they've hinted that they'll be handing off the plane to streamers soon, so we will get an early look at it in action. But speaking of streaming, by the way, I've been meaning to ask this of my community for quite some time. Do you guys think we should do more live streams on this channel? I mean, I've been looking for ways to showcase my personality and do more point-to-point operations with live streams on this channel like some of my other colleagues do, so do let me know down in the comment section below if you guys would like to see something like that. Would love to do it. Now, for those looking forward to the 747, here's some exciting news. PMDG confirmed that they'll be including both the 747-400, which we all expected, and for the first time, the 747-100 Classic in Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024. This is a big addition, as the 747-100 isn't typically represented in the sim world whatsoever. On top of that, PMDG is considering adding even more variants, like the 747SP or the RA001, and of course the much beloved Air Force One variant as well. Now, while we're still quite a ways away from a finished product in this regard, they did share an early render of the overhead panel. I'll throw that image up here so you guys can check it out. Of course, it shows off the level of detail that they're working toward, which in PMDG's case is always going to be towards the higher end of things. And finally, for the 737 lovers out there, PMDG released version 3.00.0106, I hope I didn't get that wrong, which is available now. This update is pretty tiny, it just fixes some lingering issues from last week's 105 update. So let me know down in the comment section below which PMDG aircraft you're most excited to check out as well, and I'll join you there in just a bit. And last but definitely not the least, let's talk about Fenix Simulations and their newest Sharklets update for the A320 family, which just dropped this week. This release includes a lot more than just the visual changes to the Sharklets that you guys are seeing on screen, so let's dive into the details of exactly what it covers. First off then, let's talk about the Sharklets themselves. The A320 has received a visual upgrade with the addition of Sharklets, but the changes, as I said, go beyond just aesthetics. The flight model has been updated to reflect the extra lift and reduced drag from the Sharklets. That means you're going to get slightly better real-life handling and performance from this aircraft, which is to be expected. That's why the real one was made in the first place. Fenix also didn't stop there, as they usually don't. They also upgraded several critical systems on the back end. The elevator and aileron computers, the spoiler elevator computers, and the flight augmentation computers, or the FAC, have all been updated to improve realism. These updates enhance the handling and responsiveness of the aircraft according to Fenix, making the Fenix Airbus experience even more refined. And once again, these aren't just limited to the A320 specifically. Fenix has applied some of these upgrades to the ADIRS and the ACP systems across all of their Airbus models. Plus, the Sharklet-equipped A320s now also feature a new LED lighting system, giving them a distinct look compared to their wingtip fence counterparts. Now, for those flying the A321, Fenix has also added additional center tanks for airlines using this model on longer routes, so you guys can do more realistic airline simulation. This update includes the necessary fuel logic, flight model adjustments, and even changes in the visual model of the cargo hold to reflect this expanded fuel capacity. Totally didn't have to do this, but of course, who are we kidding here? It's Fenix. They are going to do this. One thing to keep in mind, the A319 unfortunately isn't included in this Sharklet update just yet. Fenix mentioned that they're still collecting data to make the necessary adjustments for that particular model, but it's something that they're actively working on, and it will come in due time. As for Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024, unfortunately Fenix doesn't have access to the Dev Alpha yet, and unfortunately never got access to the Dev Alpha when some of the other developers were getting it. So they're unable to comment fully on compatibility. However, their focus remains on ensuring stability and compatibility when the new simulator finally drops. This was a little odd to me, considering Fenix for sure had to be a level 1 partner with Microsoft, but apparently not. So when we know more, I'll be sure to let you guys know. So if you're ready to experience the updated Sharklets, new lighting, and those A321 ACTs, Fenix has packed a lot into this release, and you guys can check it out by downloading it from your installers. And ladies and gentlemen, that's a wrap on today's updates, from Aerosoft's delayed pre-orders and community frustration to PMDG's progress on the 777 freighter and 747, as well as Fenix Simulations delivering their A320 Sharklets this week. There's a ton going on, as always, in the Microsoft Flight Simulator world that I'm very happy to bring to you guys. Let me know down in the comment section below which release or update you guys are most excited about. Of course, give the video a like, subscribe to the channel, and hit that little notification bell or icon to stay updated with everything happening in the world of Microsoft Flight Simulator. And with that all said, guys, thanks for watching, and thanks for flying by.